Hello everyone and welcome to JoBeth Sexton's Crafty Cauldron. Welcome to everyone, new subscribers and previous subscribers. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. Today I have my very first soft cover journal that I created. This was a lot of fun. I received a whole bunch of old, either vintage, some new, but old and antique laces from a good friend of mine who is a sweetheart, and they're amazing. The laces are amazing. I can't even tell you. But I decided I would do a soft cover journal and incorporate a whole bunch of those laces. So here it is, soft cover. Inside there is a layer of thick flannel, thick felt. And just got to warn you, I am doing this video at like 5:30 in the morning because I can't sleep anymore. Back hurts too much. So anyway, on the spine, I have beaded the spine with some glass seed beads, large glass seed beads, and some black crow beads. And these are authentic crow beads. These were given to me, the crow beads were given to me some time ago. On the spine, there is a black howlite dyed skull on a bulb pin, and then couple of links. Oops, there we go. Couple of links of an old necklace, and it's got a little piece of cat's eye bead right there. Neat. And then a little message in a bottle that I created with these teeny tiny bottles. Aren't they adorable? And then I put stones in it. There's a moss agate, a tiny crystal, a little piece of obsidian, and red jasper, and those are for clarity and protection. Oh, by the way, and this journal is spoken for, but I wanted to make a document of it, a video document. So the journal is quite large. It measures, whoops, it measures with the fringe on the bottom. It measures 12 inches, but the journal only measures 10.5, and then this way it measures about 6. And the spine is about 1 inch and 3/4. So there's that. Yeah, I dropped something. Do I care? Not at the moment. We're just gonna do it. So on the front we have all these gorgeous laces and then tassels on the bottom. And then there's a little bat charm on a bulb pin. And this is a pin that actually my husband cleaned out some of his stuff a while back and gave me a bunch of these little trinkets, and this was in there. It's a pin. It can come off if you want it to come off. You can, if this bugs you, but I needed something on the front. I thought it didn't look finished. So we have a sari silk tie, and this is full. I mean, it is chunky. Lots of textiles, a lot of stamping, and some, tabs and things like that. I'll try to keep it in frame. Inside the front cover, there are pockets inside, both front and back. We have a little a moon calendar here on a bulb pin, and then from the corner there's a little skull charm hanging. And then in this pocket there is a handmade envelope with it's made with lace, black and red, follow the theme, and then a little extra journal. And this one is totally blank. It's already lined, but I inked it with black ink. On this page we have a accordion fold triple tag for you to journal on. The hinges are made with fabric, and then I decorated it with cutouts from this Etsy seller, Capilli Imaginarium. This place has the coolest stuff. It's not for everybody, but there you have it, and I'm showing you that so you know how to spell it, even though I will add it in the description. So I added stamps and all kinds of stuff, and this just tucks under there. These pages are from Paper Pack Pages, and they are, I believe, DCW and Papers Store or something like that, from Michaels and Hobby Lobby. This is a journaling card with a bunch of stuff. The spider is from Victoria Designs, but the rest of this is public domain and old paper pack pages. Stamping on some paper with horizontal lines, and that's really convenient because, you know, then you don't have to worry about writing straight. You can just follow the lines. This is from a page, this page is from a kid's book. And there's a kitty cat there. And kind of a creepy picture. This is some parchment paper. It's Strathmore parchment. Comes in really huge sheets, so I had to trim it down. But lots of stamping. And then this page has a little blurb about the word witchcraft, and it's from a book called Witches by Erica Jong. This is a journaling card with a creepy kid on it, again from Ikapili. And then backed, this pocket is from Victoria Designs. The postcard, I don't know where the postcard is from. It was a gift. So then this is from an end page from a book called it's The Enchanted Realm or something like that. Came out in, I think, the 80s, a whole series of books, so I used that. And stamped here, and there's a tab with a little moons and bats, and on the other side it's a witchy on a broom. Really neat. And that trim, I don't remember where I got it. I think I got it from Trim Goddess on Etsy, but I'm not sure. This page has a journaling card, again, Ikapili, and some just random stuff, stamping. And this pocket is made from a print that I did that I messed up, but I thought it looked kind of neat. The base is German, a page from a German book. This tuck has a little bit about hawthorn and how it protects. Fold up envelope, a little tiny journaling card with a pocket and extra paper, and that tucks right in there. Stays nicely. This paper is kids drawing paper. Amy at Crafty Cat told me about this. It's really cool. It takes ink really well. It feels like old book pages. This is actually a page from an old, a vintage astrology book. And the other side of the page is later on in the signature. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's 2 signatures here, and there's a lot of pages. There are a lot of pages. I think it's over 120 pages. It's really huge. And that doesn't even count all the little extras. So this is another page from a book, and this is about thornapple. This is about henbane. And then this is a top pocket with an old Goya painting from a book. Oh, sorry about the glare. And it's from an art book. And then the back is some really nice paper for you to journal on. This page is a journaling card that I made from a print and I've had this kit for like 10 years and I couldn't tell you where it's from. I tried to search for these pictures online on Etsy because that's where I got it, but I couldn't find it. So this is a page from an old colonial living book, and then this tuck is made from paper and textiles. Little card. This is from, I believe it's from Screech Owl Studios. It's from their Rooks and Raven journal kit. A colonial living book, and I stamped it with a spider web. More stamping on some Strathmore parchment. These are from the Rooks and Raven book journal kit. It's a pocket that I put on there sideways, and then this is sari silk on there. And then this is made from a vintage music, sheet music. This is a short page, and this page is from the Witches book. And another journaling card there. And I believe this flips up for more journaling space. It does. This is like a file folder pocket that I made from an old, I think I made that just from an old cardstock, and then I decoupaged it with napkin and painted it with watercolors. And then this is a little tiny notebook. It's got a bunch of stamping and stuff in it for you to put notes on. Like I said, though, this one is taken. This is spoken for. Then there's a paper clip here with a little bit of lace. I don't know if you can see that lace. And then a sticker of an eye. And then this pocket. Let's open this up. Stay. No. This opens up a little. It's a little flip made from some heavy cardstock. And then this is a card. And then the card has a tuck in the front of it with some Tim Holtz, some old paper, and with numbers on it, and then a cutout from a book, a fussy cut from a book. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm going to put this back on here because if I don't, I'll lose it. And then the music sheet that you see here is also from Vintage Music Sheets. More of the kids' drawing paper that I stamped on, and this is a flourish, a Latin stamp from a place on eBay. I have a review of that store in my reviews playlist. So if you need to see that, it's not hard to find because there aren't very many in there. This has a whole bunch of extra. It's a tuck, but it's also a little flip with some writing right here, and then this goes into the tuck, and then these go into the tuck. There's a journaling card and a little extra piece of note paper here made from parchment, and then this part flips up as well. So you've got that. Lots of stamping there. Textiles on this corner, and this is from a page from that witch's book. And here's a poem. It's called Her Kind, and the rest of it is on the other side of the signature. This is a picture from the Goya art book, and then this flips up with more writing space. Oh, you can't even see the top of that. It flips up, and then this flips up as well. There's writing space inside of there, and then there's writing space all over this. So there's lots of writing space there. This is a vellum pocket. I printed on the vellum with a book page from the kit from Rachel at Roxy Creations. It's her book page kit. It's really cool. And then the skeleton is a public domain image, and I just printed that on the top of the writing. Journaling card made with coffee stain paper with pigment added to it, watercolor pigment. And then this page is a page from an art book, but it had some really creepy drawings on it. I thought they were creepy a little bit. Cardstock. This is parchment cardstock. This is another page from the witch's. Oh, I'm sorry. That's from a book on astrology, I believe, because the other side of the page is about astrology. This is a extra page that you get, and it's printed with this border and this little image, and I've had this for a long time. And I had extras, so I went ahead and I put one in here. Belly band made out of textile. It's a fabric and rickrack. And then here I have a little, it looks like it's a little glass bead on a bulb pin, and I wrapped it so it would hang on the bulb pin, but I thought it looked like a little drop of blood. Oh, that's with like way back. I'll show you that, re-show you that in a minute. More writing space. This is mulberry paper with a quote and some textiles. This is a book page from a rose, how to grow roses, but how they are planted kind of says to me, yeah, that's kind of what they say when they bury people. Okay, more writing space and more stuff from the roses book, and that's the center of the first signature. This is mulberry paper that's been stamped. I thought that looked really neat. And yes, you can write on the mulberry paper. You just have to be careful. You have to use like a gentle pen. Stamping and textiles here. And these are really cool. I love these little clusters. That's where the little drop of blood charm is. Stamping with lines, and I use a corrugated cardboard, the inside of cardboard with ink on it, and I learned that from Gail Augustinelli. It's a really great way to put lines on your paper, and it looks suitably grungy. More pages from the astrology book. And then this page has a tab on it, and the tab is a pen holder. So I've included a really nice pen. And then there's a key charm right there. This has stamps. It says forms of letters, and I've put some really nice letters on there. This is the other side of the art book page. And then this is more of the kids' drawing paper and the rest of that poem from the witch's book. Kids drawing paper with a little tab on it that I cut off of another thing. So I thought I'd use it here. Stamping, love my stamping. This is a little, a page from a book about ghosts, and it's a banshee. This is a journaling card that I've added some stuff to from this store on Etsy, Ikapilli Imaginarium. And back is coffee stain paper, and it goes in this side loading pocket here. And let's see, back of that page has a little tie down. It's like a little secret writing space. And that page has been stenciled with tree branches with, it's like, I think it's vintage photo. So there you are, with the vintage photo stuff. And you can leave this untied if you want. It's just some cotton fabric. This is a little bit about legendary witches, and then some witches. And this is a little piece of, this page is parchment, and then velvet textiles and stamping. And this is a flip here on the back side, so you can write there. Little tiny journaling, round journaling card with a, it's like got its own fabric flip on it. And then this is a journaling card with some more Ikapili images, and then the back is craft paper that's been stamped. Nice tall journaling card that you can also use as a bookmark if you want to. This is a page from the Colonial Living book. It's got its own color, its own discoloration, so I really liked that. More stamping, and then this is a poem from the Witches book, and that is Deadly Nightshade poem. Then there's on the back, it's the poem about Thornapple, and then I put a little tab on there with some trim. Old astrology book pages with some quotes, Ptolemy, Shakespeare, and Emerson. And then this side you can use to write. This one I put 3 little tags, and then the backs have been sprayed with dilutions. You can still write on that. You can write all the way around it. You can write over this. All 3 of these are different. Well, these 2 fronts are the same, but the backs are different. I put a stamp. And then that's a short page with a stamp here, and then parchment with some stamps, more writing space, and then more of that end page. This flips out here, and this is another one of those huge pieces of Strathmore parchment with stamping. And then that's the end of the first signature with that paper pack paper. Also in here, this is the side of that little pocket and the inside, and there is a little space in there if you want to put a narrow little pencil. The beginning of this has, this is the first page of the second signature, and I've given each signature the covers of these heavy cardstock paper pad papers, just to protect the pages that are inside. This is a really nice, large, aesthetically pleasing, and it feels good too. Little cluster. Another one of those drop of blood charms, and yeah, those are handmade. I get the beads and I make those. More journaling space, lots of it. And then on this page we've got a snowy owl. It's eating a ptarmigan, and then a little tab made out of fabric. Stamping here and stamping here, and I left the page, the bottom of the page, all torn like this because I thought it looked really neat. Journaling page, and this is a page from a field guide for plants. This page has a little tab on it made out of some really great trim, and then a little charm that I made with a skull and some beads on a bulb pen. Blank page for journaling, and then this is a page from a book about teaching you Italian. And then there's an empty tuck here for you to do something with. This is another one of those kids drawing papers with stamping, and then on the other side there's a double pocket with some textiles and little words, and then that's a decorated journaling card. Another decorating journaling card with its own little pocket and a piece of paper for you to write on. It's been stamped and inked. And yes, it will go back in there. It's just a little fiddly. And it's fiddly because there's that extra piece of paper back there, but it'll go in. See? There we go. And there's a little bug on the outside of that I fussy cut from a book. Backed it with coffee stain paper with some watercolor pigment that I did myself. All of my coffee stain paper I do myself. Then this is a page from an antique furniture book. It's really cool. Paper clipped down, and it flips open so you can write all over that. This is an old card catalog card that I've decorated. Tim Holtz and fussy cut bugs. Mulberry paper on this page. Thought that looked really neat. drawing paper with stamps, and then this is a paperback paper, and I can't remember what paperback that's from. I'm sorry. Lots and lots of writing space in through here. Then there's another page from the Colonial Living, and that is sawmill. I thought it looked like a torture device, so I stuck it in there. Okay, parchment paper, and on the back, this is the center of the second signature. We've got a little cauldron that I kind of doctored up with the Ickapilli. Image, journaling card with a topper, and then the back is craft paper. I left these long and unbeaded so you could add your own there. You can just tie something on. Or you can cut them off. It doesn't matter. You don't come off too short though. Cut them off about here. Then this page has been inked with a stencil made from an old placemat, and this is a little paper cluster, and then there's little words on there. It says "Speaks Latin." More from the Colonial Living book. Stamped parchment and textile, sewn on. It's stitched on. I'm sorry, it's stitched ruffle, and then I glued it on. Botanicals book page. This page is also from the Field Guide for Flowers. Oh, and this page. This is kind of a cool page. I like this one. This is from a kid's storybook, but I thought it was kind of neat because there's a picture of a witch, and then these two little kids, and this broom. If you notice, the broom is floating. The story is about the witch's broom. This is a journaling tag, and this is a fold out. Then there's a pocket behind there as well for you to hide stuff in, and that's a dictionary page with some extra writing space on that side. Goes into this pocket made from a paper pack. Little textile tab here. Journaling space here, paper pack paper. I thought that was cool because it had its own lines. Journaling space, and then this is a tag made from, I can't remember what the kit is. It's on Etsy, and it's all about memento mori. It's remember death. This is a little fold down, kind of just folds right back up there. You pull the tab and it comes down, and this sits in there. And behind it we have a Tundex card. It says "Bye Bye Blackbird," and you can journal on that, but mostly it's just for fun. And then the paper pack paper. This is an envelope, a flip out thing, and it's made with the collage paper from the Memento Mori. It's really cool. And inside there are a few little things here that I've added. The journaling card, I'm going to leave that for the owner. On the back side we have a little tuck pocket, double tuck pocket made from the flap, and I just glued the middle down, and then I used the papers that I sprayed with Delusions and backed it with paper pad paper. This is the other side of the mulberry paper, and this one folds out really far, and there's a pocket in there with a creepy painting from Goya, and the back is journaling space. Another page from that antique furniture book. There you go. And I did stamp that. That's not how that came. Oh, drawing paper with a stamp. Textiles, and this feels really good. I always like that. Another page that folds out, the conversational Italian. This is a parchment copy paper that I've stamped. Page from the astrology book. And then this is a floating pocket. I actually got this pocket already made in a package of invitations I found at the thrift store, and you can write on the back with white gel pen. The front has been covered with paper from Antique Papery, and then I put holes in and just kind of wove in a ribbon. There's a little. This can be used as a bookmark or a journaling tag, and then you can write on this as well. Underneath that is more journaling space. And then this paper clip here. I may put charms on that. I don't know. I might leave it like it is. This is a tiny page here, so I glued a couple things to it. A label and a card catalog card with a little caterpillar thing. He looks kind of weird. Another journaling page with textiles and a label and stamping. And then this has a side-loading pocket on it with a picture of a witch from, I believe that is Chocolate Rabbit. And then back, I backed this with parchment paper and stamped it. And then there's a quote from a book. This is a little, this I got, the print I got from the Memento Mori, and I'm going to have to remember where that's from. And then I added a page to the back so you have a tiny notebook that slips into this pocket. And then this is from Tim Holtz. Oh, I don't know where that's from. That was a gift. It says, I'm sorry, periodic table of elements. That's why I couldn't think of it, because I need more coffee. Excuse me. And then I have this tiny little Rider-Waite tarot deck. And those you can find on Etsy all over the place. End page from one of the books, and this has little fold-out thingies with tabs that are made out of fabric. This tab folds up, and then you can pull that down like that. So you've got journaling space in there. And more lined paper. Well, it's got a little bit of line on it. And then that is the end of the signature right there. But in the back we have another notebook, and this one is a handmade notebook that I decoupaged and then covered with beeswax. And it's like a little tiny junk journal. It's got all kinds of pages in it. Some of them are stamped. And then there's a belly band in the back with a couple of tags. And a little corner tuck here with a little envelope. So you get not just the main journal with this gorgeous fabric and lace, and then there's the back, and you get this 2 extra notebooks, and this one has a lot of pages in it, so it can be like something you can take out and stick in your bag or backpack and write in it. And then you can tuck little things in here. You can stick this inside too, and in one of the empty pockets or tucks or something, or wherever, you know, wherever you want to. So I'm just gonna wait to do that. So there you have it. That is my very first soft cover journal, and I appreciate everyone watching and seeing this part of my journey. Tried something new. It didn't come out too bad. I really like it. So there you have it. Theme colors are black and red and white, and this one is also a Halloween journal. So this one's been spoken for, I believe. If it has not, you will find it in my Etsy store. So I'm gonna let you go now. Sorry about the length of the video. Peace, love, and remember, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Make it a happy, crafty, colorful one, and I will see you all soon. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.